Hello and welcome. This is Rainy. We're playing Rimworld, and today we return to the absolute chaos that is Aurum City. We have fire, we have major break risks, we're low on food, medicine, and water, and we have an ancient danger camped out in our storage room. We'll see. This is going to be a fun episode. So right now we're working on getting a wall put around our crops to protect it from the animals that are trying to eat it, and also maybe the fire. It's gonna be a challenge to make sure that we have food at the end of the day. We have plenty right now. We have a lot of berries and stuff that I'm not too worried about. We also have a visitor. Okay. Cave World Illuminator from Southwest Wheaton. Hey, our friends. She is named Skylar Sky Barker and has some items to trade. Well, Sky, be careful getting here. It is a mess out there. So, yeah, we're gonna work on that. I also want to work on, today, smoothing out the kitchen because, well, it's probably about time we did that. Uh-oh, somebody's on fire, I think. I heard a cat who was in pain. Some sort of cat. It wasn't our cat, was it? It wasn't... Maybe I was just hearing fennel make normal fennel noises. Oh no! Okay, so the warg ate the lynx, not link. There's... Not going Legend of Zelda here. So we're gonna pick that up since he didn't finish it off, and we are scavengers right now because we just cannot grow our own food. Oh, and that's the other thing I forgot to mention that we're going through. We're going through the drought, and it's killing all of our crops. Ugh. It's been a hard couple days for this tribe. So yeah, and I'm going to start. I realized recently, like before this episode, we really need to start putting the crafting stuff and all of the animal sleeping spots somewhere else. So I kind of want to, once they finish this project here, I want to start building a rec room here. And the animals can sleep in the rec room. I think that's a fine spot for them. But they can, you know, put the hoop stone inside and build some fun things for that to do. I'm not too worried about the fire. The people have done a pretty good job at just like beating out the fire where they find it. So I think we're okay. We also want to make sure that we work on the granite smokehouse that we're making here. We obviously are using all of our granite blocks right now for the wall, but we need some steel. We have plenty of steel, but I don't think we have enough wood. We only have 54 pieces. So since we need to kind of cut down the trees that are around to protect our crops anyway, I'm just going to have people go ahead and start to cut down some of the trees that are right here. And we'll cut down even the baby ones because we just want to make sure that there's no opportunity for the fire to spread this close to us. We are now in the middle of a dry thunderstorm. Great, just what we needed, more fire. Yikes. It's getting really close. I think we're gonna lose all of our crops. As long as nobody gets like burnt or set on fire, I think we're okay. Also, well, are you our diplomat now? I don't remember. Yes, you're our trader diplomat person. So why don't you go talk to Sky? She's been patiently waiting for us to talk to her for long enough. Let's see what she has to sell. Some packaged survival meal, some medicine, which honestly, always a good idea. A chitin helmet. She is interested in the components. I think we're gonna take all of our medicine. And they are, you know, I like... Southwest Wheaton has been really good friends to our tribe. So I am going to give them, we'll just say 9 components because we'll get plenty more, I'm sure, as time goes on. So let's offer those gifts and improve our relationship just a little bit, a very little bit. And, yeah, that's good with me. Thanks, Sky. You're a pal. We like you. Let's make sure that we do our best to, keep our relationship with Southwest Wheaton nice and friendly. Because we like them, and they have given us gifts before, and they're constantly trading with us. We don't want to lose that. So, how much? We still don't have a ton of wood. That's okay. Yeah, fire. Okay, so, we are currently, the next thing I kind of want to talk about, we are currently kind of deciding what to do with our, oh dear, okay. We're deciding what to do with the Ancient Danger. So we have a psychic drone, the negative kind. I guess the positive kind isn't a drone, it's a soothe. But it's affecting all of our poor males. Sorry, males. So we're trying to decide what to do, and this is a colony of fighters. I don't think that they would look kindly upon something that is a threat and just want to leave it be. So I think that they will eventually take on this Ancient Danger and clear it out. The question is, when do we want to do that? So I was kind of thinking, hey, let's wait until we get the smithing and the long blades figured out and unlocked so that we can work on that and have kind of like a more positive, stronger weapons for everybody. Unfortunately, though, if this is like a mechanoid hive or something in here that's really powerful, we may lose several, if not all, of our colony members because we're not prepared. So I kind of want to know what you guys think. Do you think that we should take on the Ancient Danger here as soon as we have accomplished our long blade production and gotten everybody a better weapon, or should we hold off for a little while longer? Well, let me know in the comments. In the meantime, it'll just be sitting here menacingly. Wow, those fires have really decimated some of this area. We don't have a lot of foraging, we don't have a lot of forage in this area anymore. In fact, we may be in trouble in the very near future. I just don't know how much we'll be able to we won't be able to get fruit or mushrooms or anything from the immediate area, so we're strictly reliant on hunting. And while that's fantastic, I don't mind hunting. If we overhunt the area and there's nothing left, I don't know what we're gonna do, because our crops are probably not going to survive this drought. All sorts of challenges. I would really love to kind of help our cropping situation to get a hydroponic farm started, maybe up here someday. But before we do that, we really need to get a source of electricity, and then make it so it's efficient enough that it can power everything that we need it to power. So for now, we'll just work on what little we can, the non-electric stuff. We're barely making headway when it comes to the smithing and stuff. Oh, a transport pod. Okay. Well, let's go take a look. So a Glitter World empath named Uni is crashing in a transport pod. So she's not affiliated with any faction. Let's take a look. We can always look. I am not looking to add other people to our colony, but, you know. So she's abrasive, a night owl, too smart. She hates violence, which is potentially not something that this colony would look fondly on, because most of them, the vast majority of the people that live in the colony enjoy fighting. So she's passionate about construction. She's really good at social, but she's not super interested in most other things. So our logistics and science leader and the person responsible more for the people side of things rather than the items and production side of things is White here. And White is, she likes to speak with her fists. She's not super good at diplomacy. And she's more interested in things like construction and melee and animals. She's not really good with people at all. In fact, she is she's always been kind of reclusive. So she probably does not care that Uni's out there and doesn't want to deal with her. That said, I personally, this is Rainy speaking, not the colony, I hate when I have to leave somebody to die. Like, it's just such a hard thing. So I think what White's gonna do is say, you know what, here's the thing. We want to see where this person came from. We want to assess whether she's a threat or a spy or something. So what we're gonna do is capture her. And we're going to, in fact, White herself would probably undertake that task. So we're going to capture Uni. And she's going to go and say, hey, you're treading on our turf. We don't know you. You're not one of our friends. So come with us. We are going to question you. And of course, Rowan and Whale are two more diplomatic people. And also Crosby, I think. Are going to be like, well, I mean, come on. We don't have to, like, capture her. We could have just been like, oh, okay, you fell in a transport pod. White's just going to be like, no, she's a trespasser. It looks like, I think we've escaped the worst of the fire. Like, we still have this one down here to worry about, and this one could potentially filter through and catch our crops on fire. Hey, stop eating our potatoes. But the one that was up here, the fire that was creeping down and was closest to getting into our crops, looks like it burnt out without causing problems. That's good. So it looks like Uni is able to walk. She doesn't have any gear on, unfortunately, so I think we're just going to, as soon as she's able to, we're going to release her. Also, Aspen's bed is done, and probably has been done for a while. Let's make sure she only has one bed in the room and start working on the next bed. We'll say, who is doing some good work? White, you're one of our leaders. I'm gonna let you have a bed. Oh no! Aspen is absorbed by paranoid babbling. Okay, so then this is because of her alcohol withdrawal. Oh, something I learned about Aspen. So when Whale showed up, the relationship that it showed on screen was that Cat and Whale were lovers. Oh, area revealed. Okay. Oh, because that got burnt, that's why. But as I was kind of looking through, oh no, everybody's having mental breaks. Oh no, okay. And because of the one-sided food variety. Well, fair. I mean, life is hard, but whatever. I'm going to set them baking bread because I just remembered that we have flour and we can make a little more variety in their food. So, point being, I discovered that Aspen is actually the sister to Whale. So Cat he came here and had two people that he was related with. And when I found that out, I was like super excited because I started getting all sorts of ideas of where these three had come from. Because I had always kind of wondered, well, why did Cat why did Cat come to this colony without Whale? And, now I was kind of wondering, well, Cat and Aspen both came here, but Whale wasn't with them, even though it's brother and sister and lovers. So, interesting. Why would that be? Let's get that book. We can get the book. The book will give us good stuff. So, as I started kind of digging into everybody's backstory, because I wanted to understand a little bit better, some of the backstories that we have going on here. And the story just kind of came to me. So Whale is, in the bio it says that he was a child spy from a war-torn homeworld. And later in life he became a counselor because of a terrifying trauma. And he developed his eating disorder, and with counseling he learned to have a healthy relationship with food and wanted to become a counselor himself. So basically what happened is, in my mind, Whale was sort of abducted by an organization that used him as a child spy, and he worked for them for many years and saw a lot of things that just really disturbed him because, spy work is not easy. It's not something that you would actually want a child to be doing. And he eventually escaped his captors and... Oh no! Okay, for a second there I thought we had lost some of our water spots. It looks like they're still around. We can still get people water. Good. Anyway, so Whale was finally free. He had freed himself, and then he sought counseling and got his eating disorder solved. And then he saw the work that his counselor was doing and was like, that's super meaningful, and it's like so much better than the spy work that I've been doing. I want to do that too. So he decided to combine his spy skills with his counseling skills, and he started to rescue some of the other child spies that were on his homeworld. And he did this for a long time before he realized that one of the people that he was saving from being abducted, from like having to do the work that he used to do, was his sister, who he always thought was dead, because her background is that she was an abandoned child. So she was born sickly, and her parents, thinking that she was only going to be a burden, they left her out to die. She survived because one of these child spy agencies found her and took her in, and basically would plan to use her as one of their spies. And so Whale rescues her, and they're finally together again. And let's make sure we have food here before I continue on my expedition. We don't have a ton of food. Let's do some hunting. Let's get this lone buffalo, if I can pinpoint the lone buffalo. There we go. So Whale and Aspen kind of continued this work for a small time, and then unfortunately Whale's work with freeing the children of these agencies got him in trouble with them. So they started hunting him down, and so Whale and Aspen actually came to hide on this Rimworld, where they thought that they would be relatively safe because, you know, it's a small Rimworld. It doesn't, like, nobody really knows about it. It's not anything special to anybody. So they came here. They thought they were safe. They were just wandering around one day, and they found Cat, whose background is a vengeful child. So when she was a child, she returned to her village to find it that bandits had completely wiped it out. So she went kind of on a Batman-like training / vengeance kick, and ended up doing a lot of work on getting rid of the bandits that were in the area. And White, finally, White has a bed. Okay, White, we'll reassign you this bed and get rid of that. Oh, okay, refugee. So a recruiter named Cortez is being chased by the Orange Meadow kin. She wants to join. I am going to say no, because we were just really not looking for more people in this colony, and I think White would be like, yeah, we can't support what we have. So unless we know that you have skills that could be an attribute to the colony, which there's very few skills that would tempt me into that, we're not gonna take in new people. Sorry, people. So anyway, Cat was just kind of wandering, seeking her vengeance, getting rid of the bandits that were in the area. And then we're gonna start smoothing out some of the bedrooms here. She met up with Whale and Aspen, and they decided that the three of them would join forces because they all were kind of running from people, and they wanted to be a little safer. Crosby, I'm pretty sure that you can go... Yeah, there you go. Build the granite wall. Everybody stop doing nothing. And so they teamed up, and actually Whale started using his counseling skills to help Cat overcome her traumatic childhood. So they kind of fell in love, and everything was good. They had kind of this happy, peaceful time for a long time, until, unfortunately, the people who were hunting Whale found him and started to hunt him down again. And so what he did was like, okay, Aspen, Cat, you are not involved in this. They're not after you. You need to go somewhere else, and I'm going to lead them off of the trail of all of us. And then when I've lost them or taken care of them, I will meet back up with you. So Cat and Aspen joined this collective together because they just kind of overheard that this beautiful golden city that the people were trying to make would be safe and technologically advanced, and they thought, hey, that sounds like a pretty safe place to kind of like lie low while we wait for Whale to rejoin us. And so that's why Whale just kind of wandered into our colony with the relationships he already had, and that's why he's here. So that's the backstory. Actually, I kind of detailed backstories on all the people here, so I probably won't go into everything right this second. But, yeah. Also, I just noticed that when the ground gets too dry, it starts having that, like, cracked pattern. That is really cool. That is probably my favorite touch in this entire mod. I love it. Also, we've lost basically all of our stuff. Our corn plant's about to go. Our potato plants aren't looking too hot. Some of them are doing okay. The ones that are closest to the water. Wild rice. Interesting. Very cool. Hopefully we can just, like... I'd be okay if that stuck around for a little while and then we could harvest it. Dandelion, yeah, all of the stuff, unfortunately, even if it hadn't been wiped out by the fire, all of the stuff that was out to be foraged would probably have died by the drought anyway. This is all problematic. We are going to have a hard time feeding the colony in the near future. We have 10 food, which is going to last us not a long time. So we're going to have to figure out who we can hunt. There's not a lot of easy pickings left. And we are not looking at easy times ahead, that's for sure. So I don't want to hunt the boomalope. We just got done with a whole bunch of fires, and I really just do not want to deal with that. I don't want to take on a MiscStuff. I really don't want to have to kill an elephant. They're one of my favorite animals, and it would make me very sad. But I have a feeling that it's probably the best option, unfortunately. Let's see, we have a female, a male, and a female. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be. We could try and take on this juvenile MiscStuff. But even, like, little MiscStuffs are really quite powerful. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to take on this elephant. Unfortunately, because the pickings are so slim, I think the warg might go after our colony members, or maybe our dogs, or our cat. The fennel cat, yes, also this cat. Both cats. And both dogs. And many animal names that we have. The whale, the vulture, the dog, the cat. And then we have the plant people, Aspen and Rowan, and then we have the animal people, and then we have the color people, white and purple, and then there's Crosby, who has, like, a normal name, and everybody's like, this is why you're the wild man, you have a normal name. Okay, we'll put a nice bed in Purple's room so that we can start getting everybody everything that they need. We really, eventually we'll need to make some royal beds for everybody, but we just don't have, we have like a little bit of gold right here, and a tiny bit of gold somewhere over here that I saw, but I don't remember. Oh, here we go. Tiny little bit of gold here, but not a lot. What we really need to do is start establishing like a mine of some kind, maybe over here, and just strip mine this whole thing and all of this and everywhere so that we can get as many resources from the mountains as possible. And then when we've tapped out this entire place, we'll probably send a few people to the next area and colonize a new area that's nice and mountainous and has a whole bunch of metals and stuff that we can mine up. And hopefully by that time we'll have like transport pods that we can easily send things this way and not have to have somebody carry it all the way back to this colony. But that's probably far future. At this point, we're just struggling to get the very basics done. So, yeah, no, let's see. Let's structure. I want to make a nice granite wall. We'll put that up. And then I also want to put down granite tile here. This is another dry thunderstorm, just what we need. More things to set things on fire. Although I don't think that burnt wood can actually be set on fire again, so we should be okay. And we have a bit of meat now. That's really good. I am going to say to people, start smoking meat. And then we're going to have them do it forever because it just takes wood, and we have plenty of, well, we did have plenty of wood. We may not have as much wood anymore because it's all burnt. And I don't think, yeah, this doesn't give you, like, wood, tree wood. It doesn't give you wood at all, actually. tree wood, as if there's another kind of wood. I guess ironwood? Oh hey, we have a Southwest Weaston group. Hey friends! You're my favorite faction that's not our faction. I'm gonna just... I don't know why I'm doing this. I think, in my experience, I've noticed that trees grow back faster if you cut down the dead stuff. But it seems like a lot of work for a little bit of effort. But then again, our botany leader is not doing anything right now because we can't grow crops. So I shouldn't worry about it too much. Elephant meat. Oh good, they're smoking things. Okay, perfect. So they should... We have plenty of smoked meat. Smoked meat lasts for 30 days, which is fantastic. And it should do well. Should do well indeed. And while we have people out and doing some mining and stuff, let's have them mine up the steel walls here. And also, Purple, congratulations, you now have a proper bed. It's only taken us, what is this, like episode number 6 or something? I don't even remember. Yeah, this is number 6, if my calculations are correct. It's only taken us 6 episodes to get there. It's fine. So let's have Rowan. Rowan, you deserve a bed. I mean, everybody does, but in fact, let's just have everybody get a bed. Start working on that. Oh no, dog has gotten food poisoning from incompetent cook. Well, who made the food? We don't have incompetent cooks. We shouldn't, anyway. They're all pretty darn good at it. Frankly. Okay, quickly, somebody finish that before the boom rat gets in. There we go. Oh, don't put a roof. Don't put a roof. Let's, remove the roof zone here. Also, thank you, Fennel! That's my little contributing member of our society here. How's that for a good cat? What else? We just don't have a lot to hunt. Although, we now have a dead warg and a dead megasloth. Let's make sure we get that. Cat, why don't you... No, I know you want to meditate, but I'd actually much rather you do the butchering, because you're the best at butchering. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, they both died of their own wounds. That's kind of sad, but it works for us because now we have a lot more meat. Oh no, there's a grizzly! Okay, hopefully it's coming to get water and not, like, coming to eat people. Or maybe it's just leaving. I don't know. Oh yeah, no, it's coming up here to get water. That's okay with me. You stay over here rather than up here. Oh, and we have some deer now. So that's good. I don't know how I missed that. Oh, Cat, sweetie, you don't have to finish everything. Well, I'll let you finish that and then you can go to bed. Also, I just realized we left a nice open hole in our favorite couple's room. Also, I think Cat and Whale, since they are now engaged to be married, would be quite insistent that we get some sort of mayoral office in the works so that they can have a nice little marriage spot inside. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to carve out 2 other rooms. Let's just do like maybe a 6x7 here, and we can actually deconstruct that and build another wall or 2 here. That should do it. I think that would be a plenty, because what I plan to do is actually have, so like a mayoral desk here and then some chairs here so that when they have like weddings or meetings or something, that they can all... Oh no, Whale is, poor Whale got trapped. Okay, well, why don't you, let yourself out. There you go. Maybe don't do that next time. Anyway, so yeah, that's my plan, is to kind of get that all squared away and zhuzhed up. Man, we just do not have a ton of food. Like, I guess we do have quite a bit of smoked meat, but still. Oh, does it only take 7 smoked meat to make a simple meal? Interesting. It takes, I'm pretty sure it takes 10 non-smoked meat. Very good. I approve. I approve. And we have almost cleared out a good portion of the dead forest. I don't know if it's actually going to help, but I think it does. Also, we have a ship chunk over here. Let's get rid of that. We actually have several up north here as well. I suppose we could do that as well. And what I'm going to do is, for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to dig out like a little passage here so that people can, instead of going all the way around, people and animals can pass through here if they need to. It should be good for everyone. Also, fox. It's really sad that we're like scavenging on basically the leftovers of what animals hunt. But that's kind of how we do here in the tribe. We're not doing terribly great in terms of, you know, food production and everything. I am going to, I think, get rid of this stock zone. We'll get rid of all the stock zone here and have them start moving the marble elsewhere. We really should start using the marble, but I don't remember. Does anybody have a passion for art? So Whale is actually passionate about art. I guess he always wanted to pursue art but never quite developed a skill in it because he was busy counseling or spying for whoever. Oh, a date. Okay. So Kat has planned a date with Well for the 15th of September. Okay. You know what? Of all the people that I've had, all of the people that I have in this mod that allows them to do dates and stuff, they have gone on the most dates and have shown the most, like, public affection, I suppose. Like, they're constantly like, oh, let's get married. Oh, let's go on a date. Let's flirt with each other. It's quite cute. I like it. I think they're an adorable couple. Although, there was some talk in the comments of one of the videos about how funny it would be if cat and dog got together. I would laugh so hard if that were the case. But I don't think that's gonna happen because Cat and Whale seem to be doing pretty good together, relatively speaking. I mean, they could definitely have more of a positive relationship, but I'll take it. They're adorable together. Oh man, the moisture level in the ground has dropped to 11%. There's just no way that I think we could have preserved, even if we had like a backlog of water, there's no way we could have preserved our plants for long enough. Although it looks like the drought disappeared. I don't know when that happened. I must have missed the notification. But the drought's over, and it's overcast, so hopefully that means we'll be getting some rain, like, really soon, because we could use it. We really need it. Okay, well, I know not a ton has happened thus far in our journey here today in this very episode. Oh, okay. Speak and ye shall receive, I guess. A medieval doctor named Sally has crashed. She's badly wounded. She is from Southwest Wheaston, so we want to rescue her because even though White does not care about diplomacy whatsoever, she is much more likely to punch you than to speak to you if you annoy her. The rest of the colony is at least peripherally interested in keeping good relations with Southwest Wheaton because they've been good allies for us. So I think what we're going to do, Sally, my friend, we are going to rescue you. White, what are you doing? Oh, you're still up. Okay, that's fine. So what we're going to do is, really quickly, I am going to put down a sleeping spot. White has been, even though she's our leader, she's been outvoted as to... Oh, actually, we don't need to do that. We can just put her in our hospital. I kind of forgot we have that. Why don't you rescue Sally? Because you've been outvoted for we don't care about everything or anyone. And, well, I think that's maybe what we'll end our episode on. Remember to leave a comment if you can. Oh, it's raining! Oh, this is the perfect thing to end the episode on. So, do let me know what you think we should do about the ancient danger here, if we should just go for it as soon as we have good weapons, like some long blades and everything, or if we should hold off until we have even better weapons. I'm gonna wake Vulture up so she can tend to Sally. In fact, why don't you... How bad off is Sally? Ah, she's fine. Probably. So let me know in the comments, and yay for rain! Hopefully that means we'll get some water and some crops and stuff going. I can't make any promises. Things have not gone well so far, but if we can, we will. I will see you for that next time. Bye!